So Nissan just sold its global headquarters in Japan for, I think it was more than $1 billion. It raised, no, 500 million, I should say. It raised a huge amount of money for the company, but now they've got nowhere to go. I think their employees just, they just sort of sit on the street and bring their laptops out. And no, I'm joking. Of course, they found somewhere out of the way to have their headquarters in Japan after selling their official ones. But Nissan have kind of got into this habit recently of giving their factories over to other companies. They've done this now in Spain. They've done this. They've got several factories in China now that have been shut down. They've closed 14 factories around the world. And now they're doing it in South Africa as well. But what is intriguing about this is the disruption that I've been talking about now for 5 years. And that is Chinese car manufacturers disrupting Japanese ones. So this story is kind of intriguing because Chinese auto giant Chery, who have increased their sales in Europe by more than 1,000% in 2025, they have acquired Nissan's plant in South Africa. And Nissan announced on Friday it had reached an agreement with Chery for the latter's acquisition of its production assets. If you'd like to book a paid consultation, you can do so, and I'll put a link in the description below. If you want advice on what electric car to buy, solar systems, all that kind of stuff, you can do that. As in, not just the factory, but actual production assets. Chery South Africa will acquire the land, the buildings, and related assets of the Nissan plant, including its nearby stamping facility as well. This is quite a big acquisition. And you have to ask yourself the question, why is Nissan doing this? Well, I'll get to that in a minute. Chery will offer employment opportunities for the majority of Nissan's workforce, if they're any good, with terms largely unchanged from current conditions. Nissan has a long and proud history in South Africa and has been working to find the best solution for our people, our customers, and our partners, said Jordi Villa, president of Nissan Africa. External factors have had a well-known impact on the utilization of the Rosslyn plant and its future viability within Nissan, he said. Following Chery's acquisition, Nissan will continue selling vehicles in South Africa and plans to launch multiple new models in fiscal year 2026, including the Nissan Tecton and Nissan Patrol, the Japanese automaker said. Chery has consistently demonstrated strong performance in South Africa, but really it's demonstrating strong performance worldwide. Its sales have increased significantly in 2025, and they make some really good cars. So Chery's solution is this. We've got our own brands. We make our own EVs in China. We increase our sales globally. We just sell as many cars globally as we can. But then, of course, we'll make cars for right-hand drive markets, potentially in South Africa as well. Different, right? China's left-hand drive. Nissan is doing this. They are getting Chinese brands, their Chinese joint venture brand, to build EVs for them, basically rebadged cars. So they're becoming a contract manufacturer, essentially, which is what Mazda are doing as well. Numerous brands are doing this. Volkswagen are doing this as well. It's becoming common for legacy automakers to do this. Nissan, number one, gets other companies to develop its cars for. The new Nissan Frontier Pro, that's a Chinese vehicle, not developed by Nissan. So there's quite a few different cars now that Nissan are planning on doing this with. And there's a really good one, a really good electric SUV they just announced a few days ago, which is actually very impressive. It'll be their best car they've ever made, but they're not making it. That's the funny part. Unless you're working at Nissan, then it's not funny. So Nissan, they have a huge amount of debt, and their debt is rated at double junk. Now, it was rated at junk, then they downgraded it another level. It's not called double junk, but it's junk, and then it goes to another level below junk, which is also called junk, but it's worse than the first level of junk. So it's like junk level 2. It sounds good, doesn't it? Level 2. It's like you're going somewhere good, but you're not. So yeah, Nissan doesn't have the capacity to pay its own bills. Within the next 18 months, it's slated to completely run out of cash. And because its debt is rated double junk, that means it's very hard for it to get new financing that is affordable. As in, I mean, if Nissan came up to you and said, hey, John Smith, can you loan us some money? Now, knowing what you know about Nissan, its sales went down, how much they went down by in China last year, how much they're losing market share, basically how much they're losing money. If you knew what you knew, would you want to lend money to Nissan? Probably not, right? But what about Nissan would have to say to you, well, we'll give you a really good interest rate, and then you might think about it. So that's the situation that Nissan's in. Everyone is saying to them, well, yeah, we'll lend you money, but let's just call this shark lenders. You know, shark lenders, they'll lend people money, but it's a really high interest rate. And you've got to promise to pay them back very soon. Otherwise, they're going to come for you and cut your fingers and your toes off, something like that. So that's the kind of situation, not quite that drastic, but Nissan is approaching that kind of situation. Therefore, it's like, well, what can we sell? Well, Chery came to the rescue here. This is going to be a commonly repeated theme in 2026. It's going to happen again. and again and again. Thanks for watching. Guys, if you want to install solar panels, a home battery, or a home charger, the best way to do this for your situation is to go to the links in the description below, and they'll take you to a page where you can compare everyone. So depending on where it doesn't matter where you live. A lot of people email me all the time saying, well, what solar system should I get? Who should I go with? What battery should I get? What electric charger should I get? Well, click in the links in the description and you can actually compare all the different choices and find the best deal for you. I'll put that link in the description below. Additionally, there is a battery savings calculator link and also a federal battery rebate calculator. I personally have found that I'm not paying for electricity at all, and that's including charging my 2 electric cars and also running my home power, my home sauna. Nothing, not paying anything at all. And I think a lot of people are getting misled. They think that getting a battery is not worth it. Actually, I think it is worth it. So those links are in the description below.